Hey, this is Max from Abstract. Today I'm going to show you a couple new AI features that we've rolled out over the last few months. So I'm in the assets section here. I'm going to click into one of these assets, Menlo Corporate Center. And in the top right, you'll see this Ask AI button. I click it. I can now ask questions about my asset data. This is going to look through all of my different abstract information to answer whatever question I ask. So for a sample use case, we can say, what are the discrepancies between my rent roll and lease data? And because I've taken my property management system rent roll, dropped it into Abstract, I have my leases in Abstract, I can now do a discrepancy check against those two. So this is going to send out an agent to comb through that information, identify where there might be some gaps, and then it will return that answer. There's a ton of different use cases you can do here. You can do it across, you can ask questions about all your leases. You can ask questions about maybe like what termination options are in this asset. And it saves you the time of going to look through each of those abstracts. It just surfaces that information. So here you can see the agent came back and said there was a square footage discrepancy for the Riverdale lease, and then also a expiration date discrepancy for Tiger Systems. I'm gonna do another use case here for just a basic question. Does this asset have any lease termination options? So you can have a natural language conversation, and it'll just comb through that information, and very simple, easy way to answer questions really quickly. And all that data is backed up by the source. So here you can see it pulled a couple of the tenants with termination options, and like I said, it's backed up by the source. You can click this source data report. It will actually pull that those termination options. And then if you want to dive into any of them, you can click it. It'll take you to where it comes from. So all the data is connected. I'll walk you through another cool use case. So go to this Python Street asset. This one has a certificate of insurance and a lease in here. So I'll ask, what are the, or is the Waystar COI in compliance with the lease insurance requirements? And so I'm gonna go look through that COI abstract. There's a field in the lease abstract for tenant insurance requirements, and it'll analyze those two and tell you if there is any discrepancies. So this is really powerful, especially when you're operating at the asset level. You can take information from different types of abstracts and combine that to run essentially an analysis. And so agent came back, went through the lease requirements and the COI coverage, and it identified a couple potentially out of compliance parts of the lease, or parts of the COI. So this is a couple cool use cases. Excited to see what you use this for. Feel free to reach out for any questions or if you want a demo. And thanks for following along.